Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So since I released my book, Decoding Wing Chun in Amazon.com, I have discussed with many of our Wing Chun friends. And I have repeat the same information for many of our Wing Chun friends. So today, I make this video, and so I don't have to repeat myself, and everybody will know what is in my mind. Now, writing the Decoding Wing Chun, I don't even care on lineage. I don't even care on authentic Wing Chun or not. I care less on those stuff. My bottom line, what I care is, in the world, you have so many, say, a few hundred thousands of Wing Chuners. You have thousands of Wing Chun teachers. Now, there is a problem now, a serious problem with all those people who have spent a lot of time, money, investment on something called Wing Chun. As what I explained the other day, just be honest, today's Wing Chun is only selling, romancing, romanticizing the past. Okay? Oh yeah, this thing is from this grandmaster. I am the student of this grandmaster, blah, blah, blah. One person can keep following that for 40, 50 years. And guess what? You are chasing the romanticizing the past. Do you feel satisfied? Of course not. And so this is like you keeping invest on certain thing where it never will give you a return. In today's world, nobody will go for that. So what is the most important thing today? The most important thing today is one need to be goal-oriented. Goal-oriented. The reason why all this fitness gym, rehab gym, they are all successful and keep progressing. And the customer and the student is happy, feels satisfied, is because it is goal-oriented. Not selling the romanticizing the past, where you keep invest and you know that the investment is not going to get return. So it is like selling those success story or motivations. You can see that people selling motivation, selling success, seminar, get everybody high up, and every 3 months keep going to those type of seminar, thinking, oh, if I think this way, I will become Bill Gates. And every morning I wake up, I say, I want to be like Bill Gates. I want to be like Bill Gates. And someday, someday long enough, I'll become Bill Gates. And I pay a lot of money on those kind of things. What is that? Is that possible? Is that the truth? In the reality? Well, of course not. We ordinary people, we go work. We are not Bill Gates. Say if we have a degree in the school, or even if just we are technician degree, like maintenance of a home or maintain cars, we work daily, we come back, we can enjoy our life, we feel satisfied on what we are doing because the customer tell us that thank you and appreciate how you help me. You feel good, right? And the thing you study, you got a return. You go to a school, you learn that, and you go work, you bring money back, and you get appreciated by the customer. And also you appreciate the teacher who teach you. So it's all goal-oriented life. That's real life. So here on, train Wing Chun has to be like that. Nobody need to be, oh, I want to be Bruce Lee. Are you serious? Is this that saying that I want to be like Bill Gates? Okay. So Wing Chun has to be goal-oriented. Nobody need to be Bill Gates. Nobody need to be Bruce Lee. But you can feel satisfied on what you practice. You achieve the goal. Like you got a degree in the university or college or technical training school. You know you are capable. You know you are not Bill Gates, but you know you can run a business pretty well. And when you go home, you feel really satisfied about yourself, about everybody. Not everybody about, oh, he is bad, I am good, he is not the real lineage, not the truth. You're spinning on that for 100 years, you get nothing. Just look around. In one way, it is not what the ancient Chinese teach. On the other way, it doesn't fit to the real world. So you need to be orientated, and you don't have to be superhuman, and you don't have to be Bruce Lee. You can be you. So, like in the book, I presented in the ancient Wing Chun teaching, there are 3 types of training. Strengthening training, this is for fighting. Heavy duty fighting. Fitness training for every day. Chi neurosing, or the recovery training for those who is weak or who want to recover from exhausted training or work and so forth. So 3 types of training. Now, when people study Wing Chun, I can choose, hey, I want to be in this fitness training. I can train my sets as a fitness, aerobic fitness, which is good for myself. There's nothing wrong with it. And I can be specialized on that fitness part, the aerobic part. So I can open a school. My specialty is to teach the senior or the junior who need to make their body fit. So I can be like that. I know, oh, my goal is to train the fitness part of Wing Chun. I know what it is. And I will achieve my goal, and then I feel satisfied on what I'm doing. I feel confident. And then I can coach my student. So the student will feel confident. The student will feel the benefit. The student will achieve their goal. So the instructor job is to help the student to achieve the goal. And if you achieve the goal, you know it's solid. You know what is going on. And you can go tell people, say, the strength training, the fighting training, that's not what I like. I like the part of the fitness training of Wing Chun. Or somebody else might like the strengthening training, the fighting training part. And be able to tell that, hey, you know, there is the dangerous fighting zone, and then that is the out ring zone, and you have to breathe this way, you have to carry your weight yourself this way, blah, 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 inside there. And the goal is to learn how to fight. What is the training I need to be able to do that? So do you need to be Mike Tyson #2 or Bruce Lee? No, you don't. It's like in Silicon Valley here, you have plenty of design engineer. You don't need to everybody to be Thomas Edison's or Nikola Tesla. You don't. You say, well, I'm a design engineer. I know about this. I don't have to be the Nikola Tesla. And I feel good. And people respect you because you really know your stuff. Do people care that you have to be #1? Do people care that you need to be the best of everything and blah, blah, blah? They don't. And the student come in, like to learn in this fighting part, you'll be able to help the student to reach their goal, to achieve their goal, or tell the student, this is not what you want to do because your body is not good for that. So you need the fitness part. You can, like the MD today, refer to your friend who is good in the fitness training part. And the same is the fitness training part. Sifus in Wing Chun can refer to the Sifu who is expert in the or specialized in the fighting or strengthening training part. You have 3 different area in Wing Chun. You have hundreds of thousands of people there. A lot of stars can born from here. Nobody is perfect, but everybody, the coach feel good because he can coach the student. The student feel good because the student get the coach from the Sifu and they achieve their goal. Maybe they learn about what is the truth in fighting. They can train a little bit for that. Or maybe they just want to have a better health or more fit health. Or they just want to know the basic education of everything and go through everything. And so they understand everything. And then when they sit down with all friends, they can talk. Like I have a MMA friends or Western boxing friend. You can talk reasonably instead of getting into, oh, I'm better than you. I can fight better than you. Let's fight. What is the point on that thing when you have no idea what is going on here? So that is my goal, my intention when I write this book. It's about people. It's about serving peoples. For past 100 years, or at least past 60, 70 years, you look at Wing Chun, what is it sell? All those, my Sifu is better than your Sifu. My lineage is better than your lineage. And you talk bad, and you put down and blah, 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 blah. Your Sifu is this and whatever heck. But come on, when you look into this, do you know what is going on there? Yet this is what today's world. If you look at those Olympic train or those real get into the sports science, they know all these things. But your mind, if you will follow the past 100 years, is keeping romancing the ancient. Oh, this grandmaster is from this. This grandmaster is the best fighter, the king of this. What is it? Chasing that for the entire life is just wasting money, wasting time. Are they really the king? Are they really the grandmaster? Facing today's world, this is what the reality is. Not to mention that when we go home, we have to face our own life. Okay? Face it, I have a diabetic type 1. I'm born with it. Do I like it? I don't like it. I can know everything of this. Can I be the Mike Tyson #2? Of course not. My body is not built for that. Do I know all these things? Yes, I know all these things. That's why I can tell you what it is. Have I experienced with this fighting and everything? Sure. Well, so it's just like a go to college. You know all these things, and you can talk about it, and you can share experience, and then you can learn from somebody who is good. That's how ordinary us human. We can help each other. There's no enemy here. We can just say, okay, if you believe on this, theoretically and practically, how does it work? And we can exchange idea. You never get into all those, I'm better than you. Talk with your hand, not talk with your mouth. Talk with what? If you know, I have no idea on how people training breathing, intra-abdominal pressure, core bracing, and how to sprint out, what the heck is talk with your hand, not talk with your mouth? Okay. Yesterday, I just chat with a friend. I said, you know what? Stop telling me those talk with your hand, not talk with your mouth. The real fighting is what? In our American way of saying is move your ass. Yes, move your ass. That's what in a plain, straight, direct way of telling what Qi Ji Guang said, the General Qi Ji Guang. Get your ass out. Move your ass. It's exactly what Qi Ji Guang said. No parry, no blocking. Either you attack or you move out. So if you cannot get your ass out, you cannot move your ass, get your ass moved, forget about it. Don't tell me about this, your hand, my hand. The world is not in your hand, my hand. Those are Chinese Kung Fu movie. Have you ever seen anybody talk about those hand stuff in MMA? Okay. So my way of saying what Qi Ji Guang say is not parry, not resist. Either you engage, you knock that guy out, or you walk away because you don't want to fight. The bottom line is, can we move our ass out? Okay, so it is not naive. Just talk big, don't even know what the heck's going on. That's why you look into the history of Chinese Kung Fu. As soon as they met the Western boxer, see if they get KO or not. Like Xi Xiaodong's teacher is saying in his book, Xi Xiaodong's teacher, the guy who, one of the guy who founded Sanda, saying in his book, just read it. How the Western boxing is much superior than all this hand stuff. Okay. So we want to be realistic. We want to help each other. Everybody can feel satisfied. Everybody can reach their goal. You make friends. You don't make all the enemy for the entire world, and you selling garbage bullshit anyway. Okay. So there are 3 training here. Every training comes with different type of breathing, different type of body handling, different type of conditioning. Everybody can be a star in the area they choose to be. Every student can actually learn what they want to learn within that area. It's like you want to learn medicine, good, go learn it. You want to learn architect, Good, go learn it. You want to be like a lawyer? Sure, go learn it. You feel satisfied, you feel good, you reach your goal. That's the bottom line, okay? So it has to be goal-oriented. It has to be the student feels satisfied. I spent 3 months on this training. Oh yeah, I really now be able to handle it. I know it inside out. And the teacher feel good. You see, I coach him and he is so good now. That's how it's supposed to be. Not selling the romancing the past. I am from the red boat. My teacher is my ancestor is the anti-Qing. I have this secret teaching. And you pay me money every week, every month. You just keeping doing the same thing I told you. But at the end of 40 years, you have no idea on the exist of this three things, no idea of the existing of the breathing, no idea the existing of the intra-abdominal pressure and core bracing. So if you don't know about your intra-abdominal pressure, handling your breathing, your core bracing, and all this thing, how the hell is one going to move his ass? That simple. Okay? So it cannot be more simple than that. Now, all of those rely on tracking, rely on scientific tracking. It's not about, oh, who say what and whatever, and or you know, I don't like it, so what, let's fight. No. You use scientific verifications. We know, oh, this is what it is. Everybody the same. If you train that way, you'll get that. When you train that way, you'll get that. If you cannot do it, then that means you don't want to do it because your body hit the limitations. Scientific. Okay? So as you see in my book, there is the 3 types of training. There's a neurosync training, fitness training, strength training. All of those come with the theory and the practice and the scientific measurement. Precise what it is. So anybody want to learn fitness training, they can learn fitness training 2-3 months. They can achieve the goal. It's not lifetime become my slave, where you don't even know what's going on. No, it is not. It is that. Okay? So it's like, let's not talk about there's a martial virtue. Let's talk about business. You buy a product. A good company will make sure you satisfy on the product. In America, you can return the product if it's not satisfied, if it doesn't perform. It has to be like that. And people respect good company who produce good product, isn't it? It's better to carry it that way. You know, what is the exchange? And you really get what you're looking for, you're asking for, and what you pay for. Now, so one thing comes with this scientific tracking. Many are our friends asking me about what is the good tracker. You know, the number one is the heart rate tracking has to be used. Well, let me share with you this. You know, with our friends who is the quantified scientist, that is in the YouTube, he have list out the best fitness tracker. So you want something which is more than 95%, okay, over here. And you know that over here is start with Huawei Watch GT Runner, which is at 90% correlations. Huawei Fit 2, okay, Huawei GT Pro. So if you don't have an Apple phone, you have Android phone, you can use it. This is not not expensive stuff. And you know what? You can even buy used. Go Amazon or eBay buying the used. Okay, and so everybody can afford. And over here, you see all this Apple Watch SE, Apple Watch Ultra, which is the most expensive, all is in this over 90% accuracy fitness tracking range. So you want to, if you have Apple Watch, you have a Apple phone, you can have Apple Watch, you can get this. If you have an Android phone, you can get this, or you can have Apple Watch. And as soon as you get the watch for Huawei and Apple, in this range, you cannot be wrong. And you don't have to buy new one. Okay? Like this Apple SE. It is about $100-something. And you can buy a used one or refurbished one and still as good. You don't have to pay like the $7 or $800 for the Apple Ultra. You just get this. Okay. So think to our friend, the quantified scientists who make this up so that we know what it is. Again, this is scientific proven, right? Now with this, you can track all these things. You can track what are you doing. Say for this, you can track the heart rate. What type of effort you use. This is a moderate. This is Apple Watch. Very important in Apple Watch, you can track something called METS, METS. You know that under three or under is good for senior and the weak person or not as a fit person. You know the METS are between 3 and 6 is for those who is fit. And you know that when you go more than 6, it is vigorous. You don't want to touch it. So you know there's 0 to 3 METS is here. 3 to 6 is here. This is 6, 7, 8, and whatever. Okay. So those are Apple Watch. Even if you don't know, some watch you don't have the METS. But you know, okay? Now, in Apple Watch, you have the HRV. You can track the HRV, see that whether when you go into this nourishing chi, is your heart rate variability go up after you do the training. And for the Huawei, you still can get this. You see? You can have your heart rate, and then it can tell you, what is your recovery time and so forth. So that's the way. That is the way how we all can satisfy. You don't have to wait for tomorrow. You don't have to wait for, oh, you keeping doing it in 5 years, 10 years, maybe a lifetime. Forget about it. You look at your heart rate right away in the training you want to train. Say if you are doing strengthening training. You go into those strengthening training, sparring training. If your heart rate is out of control right away, it means that, hey man, go back to your fitness training. Like as in the book, I share with you that Wing Chun 1850, you always have to be doing progressive training. You are not going to get to the strengthen training without the fitness training. In today's language, it says that the fitness training is the aerobic training. If you just go to the sparring and your heart rate flying around, that means you are having this aerobic deficiency syndrome. They're the same thing. But it is not about I say it, or you say it, or who say it, or who Sifu say it. No. Scientifically, we know, hey man, this heart rate is flying around. This is aerobic deficiency syndrome, or this is the not following the 1850s progressive training and get oneself into trouble. So either it is today's language or 1850s language. Your heart rate show you that you must not touch that thing until you do your aerobic base. You want to do that. And for the people, say, have an eyes problem, you don't want to train here. You don't want to train in the strengthening. You don't want to train the strengthening. Why? Whatever go into the zone 4 and above is going to raise your eyes pressure. If you have glaucoma or cataracts or anything, or dry eyes, everything, you have to watch out. What is the point to be gung-ho and get yourself blind? So you have to ask your eyes doctor, is my eyes pressure okay? Can I do anaerobic exercise? What is the point to get yourself sick? What is the point? Get yourself sick is one thing. If you get sick enough that you cannot work, are you going to be homeless? If you get sick enough that your eyes start to losing the eyesight, are you going to screw yourself, screw your family? So this is what I care. Who cares about this? Who is the authentic Wing Chun successor? Do I care? Have I tell you guys that I'm a direct line from 1850s Wing Chun? How many people in this world is the direct line today beside me? Do I even care? I don't. Why? Because I'm going to die soon. But you guys have to live a life. You better make sure that you achieve your goal. You set a goal, you achieve your goal, you feel satisfied. That is where your confidence comes. If you're keeping chasing starlet, I want to be Bill Gates, I want to be Mike Tyson, and you keeping Mike Tyson is here, Bill Gates is here, you are here. For years and decades you are here, you never get there. You know what it's going to do to you? You're going to lose your confidence. And you're going to live like a drag, like a zombie. You don't want to. You want to be who you are. Okay? You can have, say, a middle-class family. You can have a happy family. And when the friends ask you, you say, well, I know a little Wing Chun. I know the fitness part. I don't know the fighting part. So I am only focused on the fitness part. People respect you. The guy who do fighting will come to you too, say, hey, you know, I feel tired lately. What should I do? Can you give me your opinion? Or when you look into the fighting and you say, I don't understand this, how they breathe in the fighting. You go ask the fighting, the expert in the fighting range, and you say, no, how do you do this? That's how a society, a knowledge, a science is going to build out under the condition that everybody is useful. Nobody is left out. Everybody is careful. Yesterday, I just tell a friend who called me at night. I said, don't you feel that it is sad? Like today, this book is out. There'll be many Wing Chun Sifu say, shit, I never heard about this before. and they will feel empty. But in one way, they will not dare to say it because they feel that they lost their face. So I told my friend, don't feel that. You just take whatever I present in that book, put it into your practice. And this energizes you. What you don't know, you learn it, now you know. And you know what is thing, how is thing need to be properly executed. You can help your student with the specialty you know. You can continue on your specialty you know. Nobody is left out. So this is what I like to share with you. In my world, nobody is left out. Why? Because I'm not a Wing Chunner. I'm just a Buddhist. That's the bottom line at the bottom of the day. Okay? If not everybody is good, then something go wrong. Something is wrong. Okay? So as I told a friend yesterday, you want to teach our the young child for self-defense and so forth or fighting. The first thing is teach them how to get their ass out, move their ass. And move their ass meaning that you have to move your body. You need to know how to breathe. You need to know how to handle your intra-abdominal pressure. You need to know how to handle your core. That's the very fundamental. If you don't do that fighting, what fighting? So this is what I like to share with you. Many people don't like what I'm talking about. Please don't watch my channel anymore. But if you guys understand what I'm talking about, we are just common human. Let's help each other. Make the world a better place. You live better, other people live better, and everybody can help each other to be better. And everybody have the area they can be expert in. Nobody need to go cross the boundary to force themselves on certain thing which is they are not supposed to touch because of their body condition.